My friends, this is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine and the most caring doctor in medicine. I want you to never forget that after more than 30 years in medicine at high level, Dr. B really genuinely loves you, and Dr. B really genuinely cares about you, and I say this from the bottom of my heart. Today, Dr. B wants to tell you, why is it that people who are stressed, chronically stressed, always stressed about this, stressed about that, people who are chronically stressed are at way higher risk of developing cancer down the road? Why is it that chronic stress increases your risk of cancer? And what do you need to do about it? Our immune system, the immune system, has different functions. One of the major functions of our immune system is to fight against infections by viruses, bacteria, right? And of course, parasites, to protect us from getting infected by all these nasty viruses, by all these nasty bacteria and parasites that are all over the place in our environment. But the second major function of our immune system is what we call immune surveillance. Immune surveillance, which is to fight cancer. Immune surveillance is our immune system. You see, our immune system surveilling, watching our body, our entire body, to kill those tiny cancer cells that develop every day in our body. What people don't know, because nobody tells them, is that every day in our body, even my body, your body, every healthy person, tiny cancer cells develop because of genetic mutations, but our strong immune system is able to quickly find them and kill them, right? And it is only when the immune system is not able to find and kill those cancer cells, those tiny little microscopic, nascent, newborn cancer cells, that the cancer can develop and grow and become a tumor that you can see on the X-ray, on ultrasound, on MRI, and blah, 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 right? But every day, our body, the 37 trillion cells of our normal body, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 of them become cancerous. And our system, immune system, is able to find them and kill them, because the immune system has this major function of immune surveillance to find, detect, and kill those tiny, early, nascent means newborn cancer cells. And there's a specific type of cells in our immune system that does this job. We call them lymphocytes. These are a type of white blood cells. In our body, we have red blood cells. We also have white blood cells. I don't want to go too much in the details of hematology and blah, blah. It's not the point. But lymphocytes, a certain type of white blood cells, are responsible, among many other things, functions, to find and kill these cancer cells. So if you are chronically stressed, chronic stress suppresses your immune system, decreases the level of efficiency of your immune system. So if you are chronically stressed, every day stressing about this, about that, about this, about that, about this, about that, over time, because your immune system is less effective, less efficient. Not only you're going to get higher risk of infections by viruses, bacteria, parasites, but in addition to that, your immune system will no longer be able to be efficient in doing its job of immune surveillance. These lymphocytes, kind of white blood cells responsible for killing these new nascent cancer cells in your body, will not be able to do this. Eventually, sooner or later, you're going to develop cancer. This is why chronic stress, people who are chronically stressed are at way 20 to 25. Some studies quote 30 to 35% higher chance than to develop cancer, every type, than people who are not chronically stressed, all other factors being equal. Now, what you could tell me is, why is it that chronic stress, how come chronic stress decreases, suppresses your immune system? Why is it that people who are chronically stressed, right, they have a less efficient, less effective immune system to fight against bacteria, viruses, and cancers? The answer is very clear, and it resides in one beautiful hormone that we call cortisol. Cortisol is a major hormone in our body. We cannot have a normal life, healthy life, without cortisol. Cortisol is produced by our adrenal glands, two tiny glands on top of each kidney, one on the right side on the top of the right kidney, the other one on the left side on the top of the left kidney. Cortisol is normally produced by our adrenal glands, right? But at a tiny amount. In the morning, when I wake up, and when you wake up, our cortisol has a spike, picks up, and then quickly decreases. And the whole day it stays at a very low level, just what we need, right? To not die, to not have an abnormal metabolism. Cortisol is a major hormone, but like everything else, too much of everything that is good is bad for you. So when you are chronically stressed, your brain sends nerve signals to your adrenal glands and tells the adrenal gland to constantly produce a huge amount the whole day as you stress constantly of cortisol. So your entire blood during the whole day, instead of spiking only in the morning and going down at the low level, your cortisol is always high. And cortisol, one of the major damages that it does to your body, among other things, I posted videos about these other things, is that it suppresses your immune system. Cortisol is a major immune suppressor. Now, it doesn't suppress completely, but it makes it less efficient. It suppresses it to a huge amount. So people who are chronically stressed, because their adrenal glands keep producing constantly the whole freaking day, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, a huge amount of cortisol, they are all the time immune suppressed, but not 100% immune suppressed, but their immune system works less efficiently, constantly less efficiently over many years, and eventually that causes the appearance of cancer. So when you have too much cortisol, you decreases the efficiency, the work of your immune system. Your immune system's function of immune surveillance to find these nascent cancer cells decreases. Its ability to find these cancer cells and kill them decreases. Therefore, sooner or later, you're going to develop a cancer. The same way if I go all the time under ultraviolet radiation unprotected, eventually I'm going to get skin cancer. If I keep smoking all the time, eventually I'm going to get lung cancer, bladder cancer, pancreatic cancer, blah, blah, blah. So it is the same for people who are all the time stressed, because all the time their cortisol is high in their blood. Cortisol is a major suppressor of the immune system. Therefore, eventually, because their immune system, immune surveillance is weak all the time, day after day, eventually one cancer cells will not be detected and found and killed, and it will develop into a tumor, and you will develop the cancer, the nasty cancer. So this is why you need to get rid of that chronic stress. There is no healthy aging with chronic stress. Even if you exercise, eat healthy, sleep good, blah, 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 if you are chronically stressed, you will not age gracefully, because chronic stress increases your production of cortisol, and cortisol decreases your immune system. You're going to get cancer. In addition, I posted videos about how cortisol makes you diabetic, how cortisol increases your blood pressure, how cortisol causes chronic inflammation, dementia, blah, blah, blah. So there are dozens of diseases and bad conditions that chronic stress causes by increasing your cortisol level. This is a master hormone. But if you want to be healthy, you need to have only a tiny bit, just what is needed. Too much of everything is bad. And having too much of cortisol for a long time, many years, eventually is going to cause this and that and this and that and this and that. Among them, cancer. Get rid of that stress. And remember, I posted a video about how the best way. What is the best way for you to get rid of that chronic stress? It is to declutter your life. You need to do like Dr. B did starting 10 years ago. I am right now 50 years young. I have zero stress in my life. Zero, nada, niente, niet, rien, hichi, right? Nada of stress in my life. How did I achieve that? 10 years ago, about 10 years ago, when I was in my early 40s, I decluttered physically my life. Right? I sold my second car. I got rid of all the junk I have in my storage. Right? I got rid of all my ex-girlfriends. Right? I got rid of 90% of the phone numbers on my cell phone. I got rid of all these so-called friends, ex-girlfriends who call you constantly to ask money, to take you out, to drink, to have sex, to do this, to do that, to eat junk food, useless, pointless, endless entertainment and fun life, right? But all a lot of stress, right? I haven't had a girlfriend in 4 years. My God, what a peace of mind. Right? My job is zero stress. I work in this beautiful cardiovascular clinic in this beautiful city of Mountain View, California. Beautiful but expensive. I have zero stress. I don't wake up, go to work because I have to. I go to work because I love to go to work. My patients are my friends. My patients are my best friend. They love me. I love them. They are my family. I am their king. I am their star. My God. How can you have any stress? And I don't stress about money because I'm never going to retire. I make enough money at our cardiovascular clinic. In addition to that, I'm never going to retire. I'm going to keep doing medicine for the rest of my life. I cannot imagine one day not doing medicine. Am I going to retire to do what? To go to the beach, sleep, eat, have sex like a dog? I've been everywhere in the world. I visited probably 50 countries. I lived in 6 countries in my life. I speak 5 languages fluently, learning the language number 6, which is the Thai language. I've been there, done that. I've done all the traveling and blah, blah, blah. So why am I going to retire for? You see, I don't have the stress of retirement. I don't have the stress of saving for my old days, blah, 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 right? I'm super healthy. I'm going to age gracefully, work until I'm 100 years young, die in my sleep in my bed, healthy at the age of 100. right? And I don't have no ex-wife, I don't have no wife, I don't have no kids, no dog, no cat. I don't have to worry about college. I don't have to worry about alimonies to an ex-wife or money to this one, to that one. My God, it's unbelievable. I own this little apartment. I live in a one-bedroom apartment, beautiful, pristine, super clean apartment, right? You can see it over there. Beautiful, pristine, super clean apartment, but nice, simple life. I live a frugal life. I live and I own a Honda Civic, 10 years old. I don't have to worry about the gasoline. It gives me great gas mileage. Nobody's going to steal it because it's 10 years old, even though it's a beautiful car, nice and clean maintained. I don't worry that they're going to scratch it and steal it, blah, 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 right? I don't own a mansion, an apartment in Mexico, another one in Cabo San Lucas, another one in Spain, blah, blah, blah. I don't have any mistresses to maintain. But my God, at work and at home, I have zero stress. And I all started about 10 years ago by decluttering my life physically and mentally. And you can do it too. You have to do it. You have to get rid of that stress and declutter your life physically, mentally. Start today. It's the best way to get rid of that stress. You're going to age gracefully. You're going to stay away from cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, blah, blah, blah. Eliminating stress will improve your blood pressure numbers, will improve your diabetes, glucose number, hemoglobin A1C will make you lose weight, blah, blah. You're going to sleep better. You're no longer going to need these antidepressants, sleep medicine, anti-anxiety medicines. Your doctor going to find out that now you need only one blood pressure medication instead of two, that now you don't need 1,000 milligrams of metformin, only 500, and hopefully in a few years the blood pressure will disappear, the diabetes will disappear because you will have also lost weight and blah, 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 right? Everything together, not only one measure. You have to implement everything together, but you cannot age gracefully with stress. It is a necessary condition to eliminate stress from your life. Means you cannot hope that you're going to age gracefully and stay away from cancer, cardiovascular disease, heart attack, stroke, dementia, chronic inflammation if you have stress in your life. You have to get rid of that stress, and God willing, you will be able to do it. Start today and become just like Dr. B. I live with frugality. I live a simple life, healthy, super healthy life. I have the time to sleep 9 hours at night, exercise 2 hours every day, work happily. I have the time to learn the Thai language, my language number 6. I have the time to read about science, about physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, molecular biology, new technologies in medicine, surgery, new medication. I have so much time for myself because I'm no longer wasting my time maintaining all these girlfriends and friends and blah, blah, blah. And my God, it was crazy, this lifestyle that I had. Unhealthy, full of friends, girlfriends, sex, alcohol, this, that, entertainment, constant entertainment, vacation, trips here, trips there, just like a kid in Disneyland. It was just never ends, right? Never end. I'm so happy I'm done with those years. I have so much peace and quiet in my brain, in my mind. I can relax. I have a lot of me time. I can meditate. I can do my yoga, my Pilates, my gym, sleep every night. I go to bed at 9 o'clock at night. I put my head down. After 30 seconds, I'm gone. And then I wake up spontaneously. My brain wakes me up at 6 o'clock in the morning, whether it's a weekend, holiday, work day. I don't even need to put the alarm clock, right? I have the time to study, to read. My God, I have the time to improve my game of chess, right? I have the time to improve my skills in mathematics, in physics. I'm a doctor or surgeon, but I'm still improving my knowledge in biochemistry, in enzymes, in molecular biology, in cellular biology. Every day, I love it. And that keeps my brain sharp. thanks to this neuroplasticity, to maintain my brain constantly challenged. The same way you go to the gym, you lift weight, you push weight to keep your bones and your joints and your ligaments, tendons, muscles constantly challenged, right? To put them under stress, you need to put your brain under this beautiful cognitive pressure to constantly learn and develop these neuronal connections, right? Eliminate that stress. You can do it. I love you. Dr. B graduated from medical school more than 30 years ago, regardless of your gender, ethnicity, Democrat, Republican, independent, black, white, Latino, Muslim, Hindu, atheist, Jew, Christian, man, woman, anything in between. I don't give a cat, so I love you. That's why I went to medical school. Put any comments, question, any katso you want to ask, put it down there. I promise I will get back to you as soon as I have the time. Kopkunna krab, sawadee krab. Thank you for your viewership, your help, your support in this YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. I want to join a lot of people and be able to make this community bigger. Help me in that endeavor. I appreciate your help so that I can reach more people to bring them the true scientific medical knowledge. God bless you. Kopkunna krab, sawadee krab, and I hope to talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.